Hi FoodWhat fam, Edana here to bring you a FoodWhat workshop called What You Think, What You Drink. In this workshop, we'll be offering you a tool so that you can make the most informed decision about what you're drinking. So many of us have most likely tried one of these drinks. What do you think that all of these drinks have in common? That's right, they all contain processed sugar. What is processed sugar? Processed sugar is sugar that has been extracted from its original source, whether it's fruit or cane sugar, oftentimes beets, and been put through a process that involves adding chemicals and enzymes to make it really, really sweet. Basically, it's just pure sugar. So we're going to talk a little bit about how you can identify just exactly how much sugar is in your beverage. Y'all know what this is? It is a nutrition label. You can find these in the back of your drink. So on a nutrition label, you would be able to find how many grams of sugar are in a drink. This particular drink says that there are 23 grams of sugar. Is that how much sugar there are in the whole entire bottle? No, not usually. What else do you have to find in order to find out the total grams of sugar in your beverage? Something called
servings per container.
So on the back of your drink, on the nutrition label, typically right under where it says serving size, it says servings per container. So your average Arizona can will have 3 servings per container. So this Arizona has 23 grams of sugar, but that doesn't mean there's 23 grams of sugar in this entire sweet tea. You have to look for the total serving size, in this case 3. So to get to the total grams of sugar that are in your drink, you're going to multiply grams of sugar times number of serving sizes. Once you get that amount, you'll have the total number of grams of sugar in your drink. So using the Arizona example, there are 23 grams of sugar times 3 equals 69 total grams. Total number of grams per sugar in this can of Arizona is 69 grams. Question, why do you think that the Arizona company would only give you 1/3 of the information? Why do they want us to think that there's less grams of sugar in here? Why wouldn't they just be straightforward? How many of you would open up a can of Arizona, drink 1/3 of it, then throw it away or put it in the fridge for another day? Not very many of us. Most of us just glug, 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 chug this all down. So if you think that you're getting 23 grams of sugar, look again, you're getting 3 times as much. So just how much is 69 grams of sugar? Well, let's find out by converting the grams into something that we're more familiar with, teaspoons. This is how we're going to do it. So we got the total amount of grams of sugar, which is 69 grams. We are going to divide the total grams of sugar by 4. Why 4? Because it takes 4 grams to equal 1 teaspoon. So if we divide the total amount of grams of sugar by 4, we get how many teaspoons are in the can of Arizona. 69 divided by 4 equals 17.25. So what does that look like? Here's my teaspoon, here's my white sugar. 1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
16. 16, 17, and just a quarter of a teaspoon. And there you have it. So by volume, this Arizona can is about 1/3 processed sugar. Now, how many of you would take this and drink it up? Not many, right? According to the American Heart Association, on average, the daily recommended amount of sugar intake for women is just 6 teaspoons. 6 teaspoons.
2, 3, 4, 5.
6. This is 6 teaspoons. This is a can of Arizona. The American Heart Association says that on average, the recommended daily amount of sugar intake for men is 9 teaspoons. This is 9 teaspoons. This is a can of Arizona. So you try at home. We're gonna take the example of a Monster. This Monster has 27 grams of sugar per serving size. It has 2 servings per container. Can you figure out how many total grams? You got it, 54. 54 grams of sugar in this entire Monster. Now, how many teaspoons does it have? What you have to do is divide 54 divided by 4 to get your total amount. .5 teaspoons of sugar. Compared to a Monster, that also looks like about 1/5 of just processed sugar. So what else is in this Monster? Carbonated water, just bubble water, sugar, glucose, citric acid, natural flavors, taurine, sodium citrate, color added, Panax, ginseng extract,
L-tartrate, caffeine, sorbic acid, benzoic acid, niacinamide, sucralose.
I don't even know. So basically what you're getting when you drink a Monster or a Red Bull or any of these energy drinks is water with bubbles, a ton of sugar, and a bunch of other chemicals and ingredients we can't pronounce. Did you know there are over 100 different names for sugar used on nutrition labels? Some of them include high fructose corn syrup, sucrose, maltose, lactose, glucose, cane sugar, so many. Why do you think that they have to use so many different names to identify sugar? If you don't want to do the math, just look at the ingredients. If you see that sugar or any of these words that have OSE as the suffix at the end, you can bet that your drink is probably packed with processed sugar. Now many of you ask, what's so bad about sugar? Well, there's a number of things that sugar can lead to if you have it in excess in your diet. The teeth, cavities, gum disease, all kinds of things that can end up being really costly. Added sugar contains no essential nutrients, meaning that you're getting the energy from the sugar, but no essential nutrients that you need for your body to stay healthy and balanced. Excess sugar can also cause acne, pimples, and greasy, oily skin. Anyone heard of sugar crash? You consume a lot of sugar, you're feeling great for a little while, and then crash. Particularly gnarly if you're getting ready for a big quiz or test. Question, what is the difference between sugar that you can get from this apple versus something like this? So check it out, it's still sugar. Sugar is sugar is sugar. Your body sees it sugar nonetheless. But the difference between consuming an apple and getting natural sugar is that the apple is bringing you fiber, vitamins, nutrients, and water. All those things help your body break down the sugar and process it in a way that your body needs. Let's talk a little bit about coconut water. This coconut water says that it has 12 grams of sugar and there are 2 servings per container. So there's about 24 grams of sugar in this bottle. And if we take a look at the ingredients, it says 100% coconut water. So where did that sugar come from? From the natural sugar of the coconut. No added sugar. Pop quiz. What's a drink that is hydrating and refreshing, yet has 0 calories and 0 added sugar? You got it, water. One of my favorite water to drink is this. It's called Topo Chico, and it's mineral water or carbonated water. I love carbonated water because it gives me the sensation that I'm drinking soda, but minus all the harmful sugar. How many of you vote? If you're under 18, maybe you don't consider yourself a voter, but guess what? You are, and you vote every day with your dollar. When you spend money on a drink that has a lot of processed sugar, you're voting to say that you want this in your body and in your community. When you choose to spend your money on water or tea or even making an agua fresca at home, that's your way of voting and saying what you want more of. In Watsonville and Santa Cruz County, there's a growing rate of young people who are developing type 2 diabetes. This has a lot to do with diet and sugar that's being consumed. You may think that you're saving some money by purchasing these drinks, but in the long term, it can come out to be very expensive when you think about all the healthcare related costs when people are dealing with diabetes, obesity, and other illnesses that are preventable through our diets. Just a reminder, the purpose of this video is to give you all a tool to learn and be more informed about the choices that you make and what you put in your body. If you need to be drinking something fizzy and sweet in these stressful times, go for it. You know your body best. And now you can count the grams of sugar that you're consuming each day to make sure that you are in perfect balance and doing everything you can to strengthen your immune system.